All praises be to the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. God that will not share his glory with Jesus Christ. All praises be to the Most High. The topic of my message today is going to be, this is going to be a unique video though. It's not about Israelites, it's not about black people, it's not about white people. It's going to be about Gypsy. Gypsy. And the title of this topic is going to be, The Gypsy Will Inherit the Planet Earth. Okay. I know if you live in the United States of America, you probably haven't seen a gypsy before. Most time has actually blessed me. I've traveled a lot of countries. I've probably been almost all the continent of this earth, except South America. And inshallah, by the power of the Most High, I plan to visit South America maybe very soon when I return back home. Okay, let me go into my topic, man. Gypsy. They are the unique group of people. They move from place to place, and they usually walk in thousands, sometimes hundreds, sometimes just 20, 30, 40 of them. Sometimes they stay, you find them in the city, they ask for arm, they beg for money. I usually give them money whenever I see them. My journey about Gypsy all started long time ago when I was a kid. I remember I was living with my family then. That was in I was living with them in I think it's in one of the countries in Africa, in West Africa, I think. So that was a long time ago. So there's this friend of mine. He was born in Saudi Arabia. Actually, the parents are actually black, but for some reason it looked like a gypsy. I really don't know why. And if you live in America, if you're wondering how gypsy look like, I'll tell you how they look like. They look like mix, a little bit tinted or tanned. So they are not 100% mix, but they look like mix. In America, people will call them mix, but they are not necessarily mix. If you live in Europe and other stuff, in Africa, they will call them half caste. And if you live in Russia, the Russian people will call them métis. And almost every continent on this planet that I've seen them, except I haven't, at the time I was living in the United States. That was the only country. No, let me take that back. The time I was living in Vietnam, I didn't see them too. But the time I was living rest of the country, I usually whenever I live in the rest of the country, I usually see them, except Vietnam and United States. They are very hard to come by, very, very hard to see though. But sometimes, if you are lucky, you just see them going in group. I really don't know where they are coming from, and I don't know where they are going. But this is what I know about them though. I think they are the smartest people on this planet Earth, because they are smart enough to avoid human contact. They are smart enough to avoid birth certificate, driving license, ID, bank account. Because even though out of ignorance, we did a lot of stuff we should not have done. Because our parents was also they were very, very ignorant too. Also, a lot of their kids was also ignorant. I give you an example as like a birth certificate. Birth certificate should be no. And I understand, like someone like me, for example, I'm just giving an example. If I have my kids here now, I'm living in a foreign land. I'm living among the Gentile. I live in Russia, among the Asian Russian. So if I have any of my kids with my wife here, I will want him to get the birth certificate so that he will be able to get into the plane and all that stuff. Here is where Gypsies, they are smarter than us. They avoid birth certificate. And for some reason, I've never seen them in America. I believe they avoid America too, because they know that's the headquarters of all wickedness. I've never seen them in America, and I've been to over 40 states in America, or if not 45. So I've never seen them. So I don't think they have them in the United States of America. It's possible they have them in Mexico and all that stuff, but not in the United States of America. I've never seen them, at least if they have them. So they avoided all this thing. And I don't know if I've made a video about birth certificate before. Because of the birth certificate, that's why we are slaves on this planet Earth today. Because whenever the doctor issue a birth certificate, whenever they issue it to a newborn kid, actually they are issuing that kid that this is your death certificate. From now on, you belongs to corporation, an entity that has no mercy. It will use you, it will arrest you, it will abuse you anytime you want to abuse you. And it's like this all over the world. Don't just think it's only like this in America. It's like that in America, in Russia, in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Seychelles, Africa. If they issue that birth certificate for you, then your life is over, man. And Rap did you say something one time too, though? And he said the reason he avoided all the that you have to have a three document for you to be able to make a contract with the devil. So I watched that video. That was a very, very interesting video from Rap the News. I have to tell you this though, even though Rap the News memory start fading from a lot of people's mind, but his memory is still alive in my mind 24/7. I think about that guy. I mean, most I bless him, man. That's why Rap didn't said he has no bank account, he has no driving license and all that stuff, man. The guy was smart, man. Even though the last time I left the state, I closed all my bank accounts, a lot of this ID and all that stuff. I think I don't need. I closed every one of them. I only just have my driving license because you know, more especially if you live in the middle, if you live anything from Iowa, Nebraska, you need to drive. But if I happens to be living in the East Coast, to be honest, I will also cancel my driving license and all that stuff. But I don't live there, so okay. Let me continue, man. Don't let me put the attention back on the Gypsy. That's because that's the reason I'm making this video. So I'll tell you, Gypsy is been moving from place to place, and they circle all the earth. And people might be wondering that they have a lot of group of Gypsy. That is a 1,000,000,000% lie. Because if you look at Gypsy, the Gypsy you're going to find in Russia, you're going to find in Europe, you're going to find in Africa, they all look alike. They all look alike. They look like mix and all that stuff. At least if African Gypsy are different, if at least African Gypsy is supposed to be different, man. They're supposed to be black, but no, they are not black. And if you see any Gypsy in Africa, they are not originally from Africa. They are just walking through Africa, man. I don't exactly where they're going. I really don't know. I've been trying to ask them this. They won't tell you though. They hide a lot of stuff from regular people like us, and they hide a lot of secrets from us. And I will quickly just put a joke here. I was about to tell the joke before I digressed. My friend I was talking about, he was born from Saudi Arabia. He came and all that stuff. The parents are black though. So we used to make fun of him or tease him that, why do you look like Gypsy so much? But one day, the Gypsy was kind of like coming. So they saw the guy. They thought the guy was part of them. He was one of their, part of the group, man. So they grabbed the guy. They want to take the guy with them. So I said, wait a minute. So I spoke with the Gypsy, man. I said, the guy is not one of you. They said, no, it's one of us, man. I said, no, it's not. Because we used to call him, the guy, a Gypsy. Because he does look like a Gypsy for him. So we used to call him Gypsy. So they thought it was one of them, though. I said, no, it's not one of you guys, man. This is my friend. Leave him alone. So they left him alone. But we started laughing at that guy that you look like a Gypsy to a point whereby the Gypsy even try to kidnap you. So basically that was that, man. Okay. The title of this video is that a Gypsy is going to inherit the earth. The reason I said that because even though common people like us, man, I don't know why most I put the fear of Gypsy in our hearts, man. Whenever they are coming, everybody just can't be looking at them. They will walk from place to place. Nobody dare disturb them. Like now, I can't even go to Mexico or Mexican border. I can't even cross without my passport. I can't even cross without my driving license or cross to Canada. If I try it without a license or ID, man, they will fuck me up so bad, man. I'm telling you, the Gypsy people can cross from country to country, continent to continent, man. And nobody dare disturb them. If they are coming, the borders can always open for them. Nobody disturb them. And not only that, they even know where the secret place of this art are. The secret place. They know exactly the location. They don't even have to go through the border, man. And I'm telling you, the same Gypsy I'm seeing here in Russia, you're going to see in Russia, or you're going to see in Orisha. After a few months or a year, another story, probably going to meet them in Africa again. They are just working. I wonder where they're going. We will never know this in our lifetime, where the Gypsy are trying to locate and where they're coming from. But this I know 100%. They know the nook and corner of this world, man. They don't have to board the plane. They don't have to take a ship. They don't have to take a boat. And I make a video long time ago that the world is not all that big, that plane will be spending 2-3 days to take you to your destination. Now, Gypsy travel from continent to continent, country to country, without the help of a plane, help of a ship, help of the car. They just walk. They walk with their animal, man. And nothing, first of all, nothing there attack them. Animal don't even attack them. Not only that, they know exact where the secret place of this art is, man. They can go in and come out anytime, and they won't tell you, and they will hide the secret from you, man. And for regular human being like us, man, it's almost impossible. If I tell you, oh, I have to work from Ottawa, Canada to Sydney, Australia, people will think, are you crazy? But Gypsy will actually do it because they understand the nook and corner of this earth, man. And that is why I said they are still the last human being on this earth. First of all, most of them have never been fast. Have never been jabbed. Not only that, their DNA is 100% pure, man. 1,000,000,000% pure. They have never been altered by any kind of chemical and other stuff, man. They know well, I'm telling you, man, they know well. Everywhere they are poisoning the regular people like us, man, they will avoid it completely, man. Their history, their identity, everything about them is shredded in a mystery. We really don't know anything about them. I will tell you this truth, man. I'm still among the few men left on this planet Earth that are studying them. That who are these people? And I've been studying them for a long time now. As a kid, I've been looking to these people, man. Everything about them is mystery. And if you go to the internet thinking you're going to find the truth about Gypsy on the internet, the only thing you're going to find on the internet is garbage, is propaganda, and all that stuff, man. And I started to think, man, could Gypsy actually be the true human being that is left on this earth, or the true human being actually on this planet Earth, man? And we are actually not. This is just a thought for provocation, and you can draw your conclusion. That's why I'm naming this title, that the Gypsy will inherit the earth. I came to this conclusion that they will inherit the earth because after we are long gone, after we human beings destroy ourselves with chemical or weapon, the Gypsy will still be here enjoying this planet Earth, man, as they've been enjoying it for thousands of years. For all this being said, I say all praises be to Creator. Shalom, my bro. I'm out.